Howdy, partners! I'm so tickled you could join us today for a rootin' tootin' good time in the kitchen. We're about to rustle up some kid-approved recipes that are so darn delicious, they'll have your little buckaroos licking their plates clean. Now, I know what you're thinking. Cooking with kids? That sounds messier than a herd of cattle in a china shop. But trust me, these recipes are as easy as pie, and even the littlest ranch hands can help out. Get ready for stress-free mealtime solutions that will have your kids saying, "Can we have seconds?" Alright, let's wrangle up some ingredients for these crowd-pleasing quesadillas. First things first, we need ourselves some cooked chicken. Now, you can use leftover chicken from last night's roast, or you can grab a rotisserie chicken from the store. No judgment here. Next up, we need our veggies. I like to use a mix of bell peppers and onions, but you can use whatever your little cowpokes enjoy. Zucchini, squash, even spinach. Sneak those greens in there. Now let's talk cheese. You can't go wrong with a classic cheddar, but feel free to get adventurous with Monterey Jack or Pepper Jack for a little kick. And of course, we need some tortillas. I like to use flour tortillas for their flexibility, but corn tortillas work great too. Alright, are you ready to get cooking? Let's do it! First, grab your skillet and warm it up over medium heat. Drizzle in a little olive oil, just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. Now toss in your chopped veggies and cook them until they're nice and tender. While those veggies are doing their thing, let's shred our chicken. Now you can shred it by hand, use 2 forks, or even give your stand mixer a whirl with the paddle attachment. Once your chicken is shredded and your veggies are tender, it's time to assemble our quesadillas. Lay out your tortillas on a flat surface and sprinkle a generous amount of cheese on 1/2 of each tortilla. Now, pile on that flavorful chicken and veggie mixture. And finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, the cheese. Sprinkle on another layer of cheese because you can never have too much cheese, am I right? Now carefully fold the tortilla in half, pressing down gently to seal in all that cheesy goodness. Y'all know I love a good one-pot meal. Less mess, less fuss, and more time to spend with my loved ones. And this pasta dish is no exception. It's packed with flavor, easy to make, and the whole family will be begging for seconds. First things first, grab your trusty Dutch oven or a large pot. We're gonna throw everything in there and let it simmer to perfection. Now, for this recipe, we're gonna use ground beef, but you can substitute it with ground turkey, Italian sausage, or even leave it out for a vegetarian option. Next up, we need some veggies. I like to use a classic trio of onions, carrots, and celery, but feel free to get creative with your favorites. Mushrooms, bell peppers, even zucchini would be delicious additions. And of course, we can't forget the garlic. I like to add a generous amount, because in my book, you can never have too much garlic. Now for the star of the show, the pasta. I like to use a short pasta shape like penne or rotini, but you can use whatever you have on hand. And to make this dish extra special, we're gonna use a flavorful broth. Chicken broth works great, but you can also use vegetable broth or even beef broth for a richer flavor. Alright, let's get cooking. Heat your pot over medium heat and add your ground beef. Brown the beef, breaking it up with a spoon as it cooks. Once the beef is cooked through, drain off any excess grease. Now toss in those chopped veggies and cook them until they're softened and fragrant. Add in that minced garlic and cook for another minute, just until it's fragrant. Now pour in your broth and bring it to a boil. Stir in your pasta, give it a good stir, and then reduce the heat to low. Cover the pot and let it simmer until the pasta is cooked through, about 10 to 12 minutes. Chapter 3. 3-ingredient no-bake dessert treats. Now for the grand finale, dessert! These no-bake treats are so easy to make, even the littlest ranch hands can help out. And the best part? They only require 3 ingredients. Can you believe it? First things first, grab your favorite graham crackers. You can use regular graham crackers, chocolate graham crackers, or even cinnamon graham crackers. Get creative. Next up, we need some cream cheese. Make sure it's softened to room temperature so it's easy to mix. And last but not least, we need some powdered sugar. Now you can adjust the amount of powdered sugar to your liking, but I like to add just enough to make the mixture sweet and creamy. Alright, let's get mixing. In a large bowl, combine your graham cracker crumbs, softened cream cheese, and powdered sugar. Mix everything together until it's well combined and forms a smooth dough. Now here's where you can get creative. You can roll the dough into balls and dip them in melted chocolate, sprinkles, or chopped nuts. You can also press the dough into a greased baking dish and top it with your favorite fruit, whipped cream, or chocolate sauce. Once you've assembled your treats, pop them in the fridge to chill for at least 30 minutes. This will help them firm up and make them easier to eat. And that's it. Easy peasy, right? These no-bake treats are the perfect way to satisfy your sweet tooth without heating up the kitchen. Well, there you have it, folks. 3 kid-approved recipes that are as easy as they are delicious. I hope you enjoyed this little culinary adventure, and I can't wait to see what you whip up in your own kitchens. Remember, cooking with your kids should be fun and stress-free. Don't be afraid to get a little messy, let your little ones help out, and most importantly, enjoy the time spent together. Subscribe for more family-friendly recipes and ideas to make mealtime magical.